We're back here, Empire Pro Wrestling, coming at you to Battle in East Boston. And we got a great array of professional wrestling for you this week. Oh yeah, we're going back to 1989 to Battle in East Boston at DomSavio. That's right, the old alma mater. All the great people here in East Boston that want to see the great professional wrestlers come into East Boston. And we got a great card tonight, as we can see, the Light Heavyweight Championship. #1 contender match right here. The winner of this match will get a shot for the Light Heavyweight Wrestling Championship. Back then, the fabulous one, Fabulous Phil Apollo. Done it all, seen it all on the All Independent Network. And the referee for this big one goes back to 1989, Paul Richards. That's right. The enforcer, if you will, of professional wrestling on the Independent Network, as well as ECW. And, of course, his long stay in all the independents, as well as wrestling and watching all the great wrestling and seeing all the great wrestling that he has seen through the years with his opponent El Mascarado, as well as Paul Richards refereeing all the WWF spots. That's right here, Empire Pro Wrestling coming at you. I'm the voice of Empire Pro Wrestling, Rocky Raymond, often imitated but never duplicated, right here in the New England area, as well as locally and around the world right here. All the independent greats here tonight. We got a great array. We got a big battle royal, that's right. We got a big battle royal coming up, one of the early battle royals of Empire Pro Wrestling, all the great stars, Al Mack, and a couple of ring veterans that you won't see anywhere else but in Empire Pro Wrestling. That's right. Such great names as Sylvana Souza, that goes back to the old WWF, as well as that ring veteran, Tricky Ricky Sexton. Oh yeah, the blonde bomber from the 60s. That's right. You're going to see him right here in Empire Pro Wrestling. And in center ring right now, you got the Puerto Rican sensation, El Mascarado, and his opponent, Fabulous Phil Apollo. And everyone knows his record of professional wrestling going back to the independent days. Wrestling with Phil in ICW, myself, as well as going on many tours with Phil Apollo. As you know, his record being the old WWF, now the old WWE. And Phil Apollo made some great TV appearances as well. And our referee tonight, Paul Richards, as we mentioned earlier, ECW, ICW, WWF referee, and is better known as the enforcer, as we know him. Oh yeah, he's done it all, seen it all on the Independent Network as well. As you can see in the ring right now, Fabulous Phil Apollo. The flamboyant one known back then, very great physique, like the gods of the Greek gods, if you will. And his opponent from Puerto Rico, the Latin sensation. You're going to see a great array of professional wrestling. And you may think that these guys are middleweights, lightweight, heavyweights. They're not quite the super heavyweights or the heavyweights, if you will. They're the middle heavyweights. That's right. This is the Light Heavyweight Championship Showdown for the #1 Contender Championship match. The winner of this match, of course, gets the #1 slot. And you know, these matches are sanctioned and supervised by Empire Pro Wrestling, the oldest sanctioned independent network in all of New England. And you know, this match goes back to 1989. And there's not too many people that were promoting professional wrestling back in 1989. But Rocky Raymond was up there, the matchmaker, the candlestick maker, and that's right, we had them all in Empire Pro Wrestling. That's right. They were all begging for work back then, and they're begging now because professional wrestling, oh, it's at a big standstill. The Independent Network, as you know, in the New England area. Don't confuse Empire Pro Wrestling with some of these local club wrestling shows that you may see on cable TV. This is professionals. That's right, Fabulous Phil Apollo toured all around Texas, as well as going to the WWF and wrestling the ICW. Former ICW heavyweight champion. That's right, the fabulous one, Phil Apollo. He beat Jumpin' Joe Savoli on numerous occasions. I was there one night when he pulled that sand glove out of his trunks, whacked him right across the head, opened up and lacerated Jumpin' Joe Savoli, but he came out ahead that night. And that's right, he was one of the #1 contenders for the New England Championship. I've wrestled him a couple of times on many occasions. Many. Oh, outside the ring now, as you can see, Fabulous Phil Apollo caught off guard, and this great crowd here in East Boston at DomSavio. That's right, we got a passing crowd here as Empire Pro Wrestling, the #1 record breaker for all the independent shows. As you know, the big one in Everett, 1,200 people. That's right. Only on Empire Pro Wrestling you'll see such great crowds as these. And you'll see Fabulous Phil Apollo getting back into the ring now. As you can see, a fan at ringside. Don't get bothered by that ringside talk, if you will, because that'll be very distracting. As the referee, Paul Richards, it looks like now he's wasting his time on the ring apron. In this match, I tell you, going back to 1989, a flash from the past at Empire Pro Wrestling. And these two combatants met up and down the north side, the east side, and the west side of the New England area as well. And you know, Fabulous Philip Paulo, known back then as Mr. Sexy. And he put a big boot to the midsection now as El Mascarado finds himself on the receiving end of a big elbow. That's right, Fabulous Philip Paulo, known as Mr. Sexy back in the day, as he winds it up now at the arm wringer. And a reversal now as El Mascarado tones it down now, and a big leg drop now across the upper bicep of the Fabulous One as he backs his way into the corner now, looking for more time. And you see that experience of Fabulous Philip Paulo, always looking for timeouts, and you know, he's not rushing things here at the light heavyweight #1 contender match here. He's not rushing things. He just wants to get to know El Mascarado, and he knows that he wants to go up ahead because this is the big stepping stone. This is the one that'll bring you up to the Empire Pro Heavyweight Championship match. That's right. You win this one, you win the title. You get to go up there with the big dogs. That's right. As you can see, El Mascarado, Fabulous Philip Paulo now engaged in a test of strength. As Philip Paulo now, big knee to the midsection. That'll adjust your stomach muscles when you got that test of strength going. You put all your muscles and all your mind into your biceps, and all of a sudden you come up with a big knee to the midsection, drop you right down your knees. Oh yeah, Fabulous Philip Paulo, a veteran of all the ring wars. That's right, and another big knee to the midsection now, as the Latin superstar El Mascarado finds himself downward on the mat now, and you see he's coming his way up now, and a big knee now, third knee into the midsection of El Mascarado. These matches are sanctioned and supervised by the Empire Pro Wrestling Committee. So get your votes in if you want to call these local stations that you've seen all the great wrestling here. You see El Mascarado turning around a big monkey flip as the Fabulous One, Philip Paulo, finds himself outside the ring. Oh yeah, they said this was going to be a barn burner. Fabulous Philip Paulo finds himself railing outside the ring now. And the crowd loves it. They love to see the pain on the face of the Fabulous One. Better known back then as Mr. Sexy, if you will, as the crowd here in east of Austin turning up the flame a little bit here as referee Paul Richards now backing up El Mascarado. And here you go again, that veteran type move as he's taking his time outside the ring. The Fabulous One, Philip Paulo, the more experienced of the two here, as El Mascarado back in 1989. He was a rookie back then, El Mascarado, but he's up there in the wing wars now. He's a big veteran now. As you see, collar and elbow as Philip Paulo backs El Mascarado up into the ropes now. And another right hand in the midsection as the Latin superstar finds himself in a front face headlock. The Fabulous One, Philip Paulo, switch up now into a hammerlock now by El Mascarado. And the referee, Paul Richards, looks on. And there you go, putting the pressure on that elbow inside of that. Oh, that's a punishing move, that hammerlock. I can tell you that one firsthand. I've been in a couple of those myself. As Fabulous Philip Paulo now finds himself on the receiving end of El Mascarado's offense here. And this Latin superstar traveled all around Puerto Rico as well. He's been a very big star here in the New England area, as all you people may have seen El Mascarado on one of the independent cards. He travels wide and he travels quick. He's like a quick move here as he's winding it up here now, putting pressure on the inside of that elbow. As you can see, the Fabulous One, Philip Paulo, now pushing back into the corner now, trying to get more leverage. And he's stepping down now as he got him winding up in the ropes now. Irish whip into the ropes now as El Mascarado comes up with a clothesline. Drop down. El Mascarado finds himself, switch up into a hip toss now as Fabulous Philip Paulo finds himself on the receiving end of her arm drag as El Mascarado, the Latin superstar, one of the greatest and fastest Mexican wrestlers, if you will, in the area here, as well as traveling all around the world. Puerto Rico, he's traveled down there, California, and all the great areas down there in Puerto Rico. He says he loves it up here in New England, though. He loves it right down here in the area. As Fabulous Philip Paulo now kicking out. This match, I tell you, this is going to be a long light heavyweight championship match now as they're going back and forth now. Neither one of them really getting the upper hand as they're going back and forth here as Fabulous Philip Paulo hits him with a high chop. Reaching down now, looks like he's going in for that big boot to the midsection. He might be setting him up now for that big Mr. Wrestling knee lift. As you can see, El Mascarado, he looks like he's just about out of it. There's that big Mr. Wrestling knee by the fabulous one, Filippo, the more experienced of the two. And there you can see El Mascarado on the receiving end of that one, boy. And I tell you, it could be lights out. He scoops him up now for a deep body slam. As the fabulous one, Filippo, starting to feel comfortable now in the ring now. Picking his spots. Oh, nobody home now as El Mascarado. Oh, big arm drag. Back to that arm drag, as you can see. Mascarado working that arm. Finding the weak in one spot of the body. As the fabulous one, Filippo, cannot believe the offense of this Puerto Rican superstar back on that arm. And the referee, Paul Richards, looks on here at the Battle of East Boston right here. That's right, the Battle of East Boston. All the great wrestlers you're going to see here. We got a big battle royal coming up about this one, as well as many more matches, as you're going to see on the card tonight. That's right, Rocky Raymond from Boston, Massachusetts, the baby boy of Van Raymond. You can tell it's an old one back in 1989. If Rocky Raymond's on the card, yours truly. And you're going to see a great match. You're going to see primetime Paul Zine coming in for that #1 contender spot against the Light Heavyweight Wrestling Championship, better known back then as the Irresistible One, Irresistible Eric Sprazier. As Filippo now, you can see him now on the cover. There you go, there's that cockiness of Filippo. You didn't hook the leg. As the referee, Paul Richards, just a 2 count here, and he steps in with a go-behind headlock now on El Mascarado. This match is going to be a long, enduring one, as these two are just fighting each other back and forth, going back and forth, neither one of them getting up a hand. As you can see, the fabulous one, Filippo, as he crunches up now on the head of El Mascarado now. He's putting the pressure on that neck now. He's looking for the weakened point of El Mascarado, because if you control the head controls the body. And let me tell you something, everybody knows, if the head goes down, the body goes down. So right here at Empire Pro Wrestling, you got El Mascarado with 2 big elbows. Then he goes back to the ropes. Fabulous Filippo sneaks a low blow with that knee into the midsection of the Puerto Rican sensation, El Mascarado. Oh, don't go there. Paul Richards won't take that. He's the enforcer. He'll DQ you. That's right. Oh, a big boot to the face of El Mascarado. And you can see that size 12 boot right down the head of El Mascarado. That's a fabulous Filippo now, starting to turn up his dirty tactics. He's back into the ropes now, and he whips him to those ropes. Oh, a big elbow now sends El Mascarado sent reeling into the mat. Okay, here we go, a cover. Just a 2 count now, as El Mascarado finds that little bit of strength to kick out. Oh, you gotta be in condition for these matches. These matches are long and enduring. I believe this is a half-an-hour time limit, 30-minute time limit. And there's another big knee to the side of the head now, as the fabulous one, Filippo, starts to pick his spots again. And El Mascarado, he looks to be pretty well hurt with that one. That's how you get the cauliflower ears. They're working up around that head area with the big knees. As well, oh, he poked them into the eyes, fans, right in front of the referee, Paul Richards. That was a blatant eye poke. And a big boot to the midsection. Unbelievable, as Paul Richards knows this is a #1 contender spot. He's going to let a couple of things slide here. And the fabulous one, Filippo, slides down with a big right hand across that ear again. And like I said earlier, oh, we caught him with that clothesline from hell. The fabulous one, Filippo, there he goes. He's playing the crowd. Don't play the crowd. Get right on your man. This is a #1 contender spot. He puts another big boot to the arm of El Mascarado as fabulous Filippo starts putting the boots to him. And our referee tonight, Paul Richards, oh, he's the officiator. He's the one. He's keeping business to the business in the ring. As you can see, fabulous Filippo now reaching down. Snap man now as he's controlling that head now. As you can see, the veteran, fabulous Filippo with a go-behind reverse headlock on El Mascarado. And he's starting to weaken the man. Oh, yeah, we're going to see some great matches here tonight, here in Battle in East Boston. Oh, yeah, the best of Empire Pro Wrestling coming at you right here from AT&T Broadband. That's right. See it from coast to coast and border to border. You can only see it here on cable. So get your grandmother out of the kitchen, get your sister off the phone, get right on down and see some of the great independent wrestling matches brought to you by Empire Pro Wrestling. As you can see, El Mascarado trying to turn it on, and the veteran Filippo puts another boot to the midsection of the Puerto Rican sensation, El Mascarado, for the cover. And Paul Richards is right there in the action. Signaling to our timekeeper. It's only a 2 count. And the fans here in East Boston are sitting on their hands right now. They're really, really edgy. And they're starting to go up and down with the Fabulous One as he's trying to look for some great requests from the crowd, but the crowd won't have it. He's hooking them up right now. Double chicken wing suplex. And the Fabulous One, Phil Apollo, don't wait. Get right in there for the cover. Just a 2 count again, and you can see that cockiness of Mr. Sexy, the Fabulous One, Phil Apollo. You gotta get right in there for the cover. You gotta hook the leg. He's going in there now for a modified. Oh, he's going there, double chin lock from behind. It's a modified, I don't know, he's trying to reach up for maybe the he could be going for that camel clutch now. He's trying to weaken the neck of El Mascarado. He's been working on the head now for a great deal of time now, 5 to 6 minutes now. He's been working on the neck muscles of El Mascarado. He's trying to bridge himself up now. And the Fabulous One, Phil Apollo now. Really, really cinching back now. He's lifting him back now, setting up maybe trying to get him into that Cobra Clutch. That's one of the great painful moves here. He's backing him into the car now as El Mascarado, the only way to get out of this move. He's backing him up into the car now, ramming him with that shoulder now. The Puerto Rican sensation now, trying to turn it on now as the Fabulous One, Phil Apollo, finds himself reeling now on a big high bail as El Mascarado setting him up now. He's backing him into the ropes now. Oh, he scoops him into the, scoops him for a body slam. Big drop kick, but nobody home as there's that experience of the Fabulous One, Phil Apollo, the veteran of this one. That's right, as he takes one step back and Mr. El Mascarado drop kicks the air, finds himself downward on the mat. And our referee, Paul Richards, looking closely, going for that cover. There again, there's that 2 count. You didn't hook the leg. As you know, you got to hook up that leg now as the powerful Puerto Rican sensation, El Mascarado, reaching down deep. He's trying to make a comeback here as the Fabulous One throws him into the ropes now. Into that sleeper hold. There's that famous sleeper hold made famous by Vern Gagne in the AWA. As the Fabulous One, Phil Apollo now, trying to put it on the Goodnight Irene on El Mascarado. As the referee, Paul Richards, looking for some kind of sign from El Mascarado. Is he holding on? There's still some movement. He's dropping down on one knee now. He's on his knees. As the Fabulous One, Phil Apollo, cinches up on the sleeper. This one there, it's gone a good 15 minutes about now. And it looks like El Mascarado looks like he's going 90-day. I don't know, no, he's got a little more strength left. That hand hasn't dropped totally. He's coming up. And it looks like the one Fabulous One, Phil Apollo now. He's trying to reach down with every drop of strength here as he knows this match is the #1 contender, a light heavyweight championship match. The winner will go all the way to the goal. As you can see, El Mascarado dropping the Fabulous One, Phil Apollo, back on the backside of his neck now with a belly-to-back suplex. As the Fabulous One, Phil Apollo, tries shaking it off now. El Mascarado, tooth and nail. These guys have been going a good 15, 16 minutes by now. As the referee, Paul Richards, tells him, stay off the eyes. Here we go now. The Fabulous One, Phil Apollo, backs him into the ropes now. Irish whip into the rope. Big drop kick and nobody home for the Fabulous One, Phil Apollo. This could be the beginning of the end now. As you can see, the Fabulous One, Phil Apollo, dumped on his neck a while ago, and now drop kick in the air, and the Fabulous One, Phil Apollo, finds himself on the receiving end of a drop kick now, set reeling into the corner. As you can see, El Mascarado trying to find a good spot to pin him. Too close to the ropes as the referee, Paul Richards, notifies El Mascarado. He's on the ropes. He's on the ropes. As here he goes. They're coming up an eye rake. You see that quick veteran type move of the Fabulous One, Phil Apollo. Sunset flip by the Puerto Rican sensation. Pull him over. Just the 2 count. Oh, I can't believe the action. This is a hot and furious light heavyweight championship title showdown match right here inside Cradle. El Mascarado, just a 2 count. As the Fabulous One, Phil Apollo, trying to control the head now. Off the ropes again with a big Irish whip. Oh, dropping the clothesline. Flying body press by El Mascarado. Just another 2 count. Oh, this match is fast and furious as they're trying to pick it up right here as these two men are going the distance. They're going the distance with each other. It's the Fabulous One, Phil Apollo, with a deep. It looks like he's going for that deep souffle. El Mascarado on the block. And a second. Oh, it looks like El Mascarado scoops him up for that suplex. In for the cover. Just another 2 count as these 2 men are going back and forth. Unbelievable here. Empire Pro Wrestling bringing you the best. He's going high, high. He's up on that top rope now. Oh, he's down. Apollo had ducked. Flying body press into the fallen Paul Richards. El Mascarado trying to help up the referee now as the fabulous one, Philip Apollo, finds himself on Queer Street. Big shot to the midsection. Another sunset flip. 1, 2, 3. Nobody there. No referee. Nobody home. El Mascarado realizing there's no referee at this point. He goes over to the referee. Paul Richards trying to shake him up. Trying to bring him back. Paul Richards, after that flying body press. Oh, he hooks him now. He's got his feet on the ropes. There's a travesty of justice here. As the fabulous one, Philip Apollo, takes the victory. The referee, Paul Richards, blindsided. The fabulous one, Philip Apollo, running out right now. We're going to review the tapes. Oh, coming to the ring right now, the irresistible Eric Frazier. This is the interview that everyone longed to hear and longed to see. It's the interview from the past. Oh no, this may be the Battle Royale. It is. It's the 10-man Battle Royale with Al Mack as well. There's a young referee. There's Ricky Sexton. There he is, the 1960 member from the WWF, as well as, oh, look at the referee from the WCW. That's right, he started with Empire Pro Wrestling. Scott Dickinson, there he is right there. As Rocky Raymond attacks the Blue Thunder in the middle of the ring. This is going to be a fast and furious battle royal. As you can see, Primetime Paul Zine in the background, as well as the other veteran from the WWF, Mr. Silvano Souza. There's irresistible Eric Frazier. There's Nikolai Boloff, the cousin of Nikolai Volkov, as well as in the other end of the corner, some kind of a freak. I don't know what his name might be. He got his head shaved like an intersection. He looks like he weighs about 400 pounds, maybe 350, give or take 2 or 3 hot dogs, as well as the Blue Thunder in the middle of the ring. And in the other side, you'll see, coming into your picture, awesome Al Mack, the big man from Winthrop, 325 pounds of twisted steel. There goes one. There goes that big Bob. That big Bob, better known as, I don't know what his name is, the outpatient. I don't know if he's out, he's in. Oh, here he is. Get him back into a cell. Get the jacket back on. Get that white coat back on him and get him back in that rubber room. Get him back in the rubber room. You got Silvano Souza and Al Mack in the corner. As you see, Primetime Paul Zine and Rocky Raymond from Boston, Massachusetts in there, bouncing everybody around, trying to make a comeback off the rope. Now you see the Boston man. There he is from Revere, Boston, Mass. Grown, Rocky Raymond in the corner beating on the Blue Thunder. As you see, Nikolai Boloff, irresistible Eric Frazier with Primetime Paul Zine over the top rope. And there goes the Blue Thunder following. As you see, irresistible Eric Frazier and Rocky Raymond from Boston, Mass. Congratulating each other. Is that Ricky Sexton? Ricky Sexton, the 1960 Virgin. There he is. Oh my God, it's Ricky Sexton. He looks like, oh my God, look at this man. Ricky Sexton and Rocky Raymond, tooth and nail going on. And you see Nikolai Boloff and irresistible Eric Frazier caught with a big elbow by Nikolai Boloff. And Ricky Sexton gets dumped over the rope backwards by Rocky Raymond and awesome Al Mack in the far corner, as well as fabulous Philip Apollo in the corner with, I believe, a drop kick coming up here by irresistible Eric Frazier, and fabulous Philip Apollo gets caught by Rocky Raymond, as well as awesome Al Mack. It looks like the fabulous one, Philip Apollo's on Queen Street, and he gets bumped into the top turnbuckle, as well as Nikolai Boloff and Silvano Souza and Rocky Raymond go at it in the corner. As you see, Silvano Souza into Nikolai Boloff in the corner going over there, and they're still going at it as Nikolai Boloff gets dumped over the top rope by irresistible Eric Frazier, and Rocky Raymond and Silvano Souza going back and forth, and he backs him into the corner with the right and a left and a right, and they're going back and forth in this battle royal for the #1 contender for the heavyweight championship. The winner will get a World's Heavyweight Empire Pro title match tonight here in East Boston. Silvano Souza gets dumped up by the fabulous one, Filippo, but I believe he would. Rocky Raymond takes a big knee in the back by the fabulous one, sends him railing over the top rope. Silvano Souza's back in the ring. He went through the middle, but he's going over the top this time as the fabulous one sends him railing over the top rope here in the Battle of East Boston. Eric Spranger, who finds his way railing over the top rope as well as the fabulous one. Filippo caught by Awesome Al, the atomic knee drop over the top rope, and the winner of the Battle Royal, Awesome Al Mack from Revere. He's putting the boots now. He's shooting. Fabulous Filippo. Big Hulk Hogan boot to the head of the fabulous one, Filippo, and the winner of the annual Battle Royal here in the Battle of East Boston. It's Awesome Al.
For just 2 minutes while I speak. Now wait a minute. Now I've been asked to come out here and interview a top local celebrity. A local legend around here. Now, I have no idea why, because in my book, this guy is a nobody. He's a piece of Italian garbage, but I have to do it nonetheless. So, would you please welcome my... Texas. And I keep hearing about the great Italian tradition in the Northeast and how you're the head of all that. You're the local celebrity. You're the living legend up here. Well, I just want to tell you something. You don't impress me. Italians, as far as I'm concerned, are nothing but liars and thieves, and you have no business being in this room. Okay, let's hold it down. Mr. Fabulous, I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'll let anyone who's in here to come on down, and me and you can go all the way around, and we'll get down and do a little boogaloo. How do you say about that? Huh? Wrestling straight down, okay? What do you think? You go to Texas, we're in New England now. We're in Boston. We're in Boston. We're in Texas. This ain't Texas. This is Beantown, brother, USA. Don't forget it. You ever been to the North End? You ever been down you ever been down Hanover Street? They throw you right out. They won't even let you on Hanover Street. Yeah. Maybe you don't know it, mister, but you're looking at the guy that personally retired Bob Backlund, that personally retired Nick Bockwinkel. I've done it all, baby. I've been to the top and I've come all the way down. Wait a minute. Now, wait a minute. As you know, I am undefeated in my wrestling career. I have never lost one match. You have never lost one match. Let me remind you of a snowy day, December 17th, at the Palace, when you were pinned for the New England light heavyweight title
And the man's right there. Now, how are you going to live? And you calling me a liar? What nationality are you? What creed? What mixture?
That match that you referred to, the belt was stolen from me because his uncle was the referee. But at least I gave him a title shot. Did you, when you were the New England heavyweight champion, did you ever give him a title shot? No. You know why, kid? And I'm going to tell you this to your face because you have this much potential. If you stuck with me, you could be on top of the world. Never mind about him. This is where it's at, kid. Have you ever seen a $100 bill? Open your hand. From me to you. So you can feel what it's like to be on top of the world. You walk around with a couple of floozies doesn't make you a playboy.
Let me tell you something about being a playboy. Playboy or bad boy, I'll go either way. I'll take it to the back, I'll take it to the front. It's me and you anytime. We're going to be here next month, March 4th, at the Lazarus. Yeah, anyone know about the Lazarus down there? We're coming back here, and on March 4th, we got a show down there. So what about me and you, huh? What do you got to say about that? You want him? What do you want him for? What do you want him for? You going to give him money? Money ain't everything.
My show, first of all. I came out here to conduct an interview like a gentleman, and you come out here trying to entice me into a match. Let me tell you something, mister. You wait, and I'll dictate the matches. I'll dictate when you deserve a match with me, and it won't happen before then, because as far as I'm concerned, you and your Italian buddies are nothing but slime.
Hear that?
Okay, we're back, Empire Pro Wrestling. You heard it from the fabulous one, Philip Paulo. The interview from the past, the Battle East Boston. As you can see, Rocky Raymond and the irresistible one in the ring now. With Mrs. Olympia as well as the Bon Show, Angel.
And that's what being a playboy is all about.
And that's right, that's what being a playboy is all about. You can see the young light heavyweight champion of Empire Pro Wrestling, the irresistible one, Eric Spazier, going back to the dress room now as Miss Olympia. And Rocky Raymond from Boston, Massachusetts. Often imitated but never duplicated right here in Empire Pro Wrestling. You're going to see a big one right now. A flash from the past right here. As you can see in the ring now, Nikolai Bolov, 310 pounds of Russian. And his opponent tonight will be yours truly, Rocky Raymond.
Introducing from Moscow, and his opponent,
Nikolai Bolov in the ring with that Russian flag. Nikolai Bolov. And the manager for this barn burner, Paul Richards. And coming to the ring momentarily right now, yours truly. This is a flash from the past. If you know I'm on the card, 1989 vintage tape. Right here, Empire Pro Wrestling. Rocky Raymond coming to the ring now with Miss Olympia, as well as the Bombshell Angel. Always nice to the fans, Rocky Raymond. Back in 1989, oh yeah. From Boston, Massachusetts, it's Rocky Raymond. Done it all, seen all on the network. As his opponent tonight from Russia, Nikolai Bolov.
and his opponent, accompanied by his valet, Miss Olympia, from Massachusetts, weighing 248 pounds, Rocky Raymond.
And there's the bell for all the action here at Empire Pro Wrestling. When anything is liable to happen, and usually does here, call an elbow now as the big Russian, Nikolai Bolov, backing him up to the corner now. Nikolai Bolov, the cousin of Nikolai Volkov, with a big forearm now. Oh no, we're going to let him slide. We're going to let him slide this time. We're going to cut him off easy. if you will. USA, that's right, USA #1. Right here in the Battle of East Boston, as you just got to see one of the most fabulous battle royals from the early years of Empire Pro Wrestling. That big man, Awesome Al Mack, he's a 320-pounder. He's the #1 contender at the time for that heavyweight title. Side headlock into a chicken wing now, as you see. Oh, a poke in the eyes now. I don't remember doing that now. And the referee, Paul Richards, the enforcer, getting on the boots now as that 320-pounder, Nikolai Boldov, traveled all over the independent network, beating up all the combatants, all the opponents. And a rake across the eyes now, Rocky Raymond, and a big forearm smash now as Rocky Raymond starting to feel that 320 pounds into that turnbuckle now. And he's working on the eyes and head now, rubbing his eyes against that top rope as Nikolai Boldov now trying to blind Rocky. Oh, Irish whip now. Big corner buckle. And outside the ring, you got Miss Olympia getting the crowd going now as Rocky Raymond sent reeling now. Oh, on the receiving end of that big elbow. Miss Olympia outside the ring now, beside herself with the as you can see, the big Russian now putting the boots to Rocky Raymond now, hot and heavy in the Battle in East Boston right here. Those big size 15 boots of Nikolai Boldov down across the chest of yours truly, Rocky Raymond. It's not unusual to find that Russian using all his illegal tactics and weight. As you can see, the Blonde Bomber, the Angel, as well as Miss Olympia now, trying to tell the referee now he's breaking the rules here in East Boston, and he's putting the boots to Rocky Raymond outside the ring. Mr. Paul Richards backing up. The Russian, Nikolai Boldov, moving in now. Two heavy knees to the side of the head now as Rocky Raymond finds himself on the receiving end of some heavy blows. He's cinching up. He's going down for a big heavy body slam now. Nikolai Boldov, 320 pounds. And Rocky Raymond turns it on in the corner. A couple of rights and lefts. Big chop across the chest now as Nikolai Boldov whipped into the corner now. Oh, hung up on the ropes now, going over that top rope. It's the big Russian. 325 pounds. Wow, he's a big Russian. And Rocky Raymond in the ring now yelling USA. And the referee, Paul Richards, now backing up the baby boy of Ed Raymond. That's right, born in Boston, the Beth Israel. It's Rocky Raymond right here on your night of the best of Empire Pro Wrestling from the Battle in Boston. The Battle East of Boston right here. That's right, it's Rocky Raymond. It's 1989 right here at Empire Pro Wrestling. How many people in the independent network can say there was many independent shows going on in 1989? But everybody knows the oldest section independent network in all of New England. That's right, it's Empire Pro Wrestling as Rocky Raymond now has that side headlock on there. That's the Ivan Putski headlock. There you go. Couple of left hands down now across that big nose, if you will, of the Russian Nikolai Boldov. Well, he did a couple of tactics of his own earlier now, and I'm going to get back at him right here. I'm going to fix up his facial. He can't be too good looking if he's wearing a mask to begin with. That's right. It's the Italians against the Russians right here in the Battle in Boston. That's right, the referee, Paul Richards now, trying to step in on Rocky Raymond, but, you know, Rocky always has his way here. Don't push me around. I don't like to be pushed around. You push too hard, you get pushed back. You're going down now. I'm getting that big leg, that big chicken bone, if you will, that big leg of the Russian. Now you can see I got him very well tied. He's down on the mat now. He's looking for a little help from the crowd, but the crowd's not going to help him. As I'm stretching those legs out like a chicken wing. And you can see my valet is Miss Olympia. And the blonde bomber, Angel, outside the ring as I drop the big leg across the big Russian as I'm putting all the pressure on the ankle, stretching out the inseam, if you will. That's right, you take your man off your feet, you stretch him up. Coming down now, another big leg drop now. 285 pounds of Rocky Raymond coming down. You can see me putting on that pressure of the knee, the inside of that inseam, as well as trying to make this Russian somewhat maybe submit. But this big man is too big for that. And Paul Richards at ringside. He's the ringside man. He's the official. He's the enforcer, of course. Done it all, seen it all, the independents as well as the WWF, ECW, as well as I believe he refereed some AEW, ICW matches. And outside the ring, the fabulous ones. Oh, high, leg drop down across the Russian now. And the valets love it outside the ring. Miss Olympia, right here from East Boston. That's right, she trains 6-7 days a week in the gym. Great physique on her. Tall glass of water, nice and lean, nice and mean. Working out in the gym, that's why they call her Miss Olympia. Plus she's got the Italian loins in her. She's got the great cheekbones. Beautiful eyes and a beautiful body. That's why they call her Miss Olympia right here at Empire Pro Wrestling. That's right, we give them all a shot. Lana went on to wrestle Miss Olympia, as Rosebud went on to wrestle all the great female wrestlers as well. Right here. Empire Pro Wrestling now, he whips the Irish whip the big Russian into the corner now. As Rocky Raymond lugging that 320 pounds around. And another big whip now, as you can see the stickiness of the big Russian. Oh, he's got him up for a big power slam. This could be it. It's all over. Hey, coming into the ring now, you see the fabulous one, Philip Powell, after the interview. Didn't like the interview too much. He's attacking Rocky Raymond, putting the boots to him with those big cowboy boots. Philip Powell didn't like the way the interview went earlier. Didn't get the best of it, trying to capture Irresistible Eric Frazier. He's got a big belt now down across the throat and now an Adam's apple. He's got that snakeskin belt across the throat of Rocky Raymond, yours truly. Outside the ring, Miss Olympia flipping out. The big Russian in the ring, he's 320 pounds. He's setting him up now. Philip Powell falls down into the midsection now. They're trying to get some order in the ring. Here comes Irresistible Eric Frazier, the irresistible one. Is he going to help? Is he going to help the fallen Rocky Raymond? Oh, looks like the fabulous Philip Powell now offering him more money. Oh, Dollar Green will get you everywhere. The young rookie checking out this wad of money. I don't know, could he have changed his mind? All the work, all the training that Rocky Raymond has done with his nephew, breaking him into the... He's turning on his uncle. It's the irresistible Eric Frazier putting the boots to his uncle, yours truly now. This is a travesty of justice. I can't believe it with my own two eyes. If this tape wasn't on tape, I wouldn't believe it. He got a boot off now, the fabulous one taking off a boot. It's Irresistible Eric Frazier on the top rope, coming down. Oh, no. The veteran Rocky Raymond ducking as though he's going to crack him now. Oh, he cracks him with Miss Olympia's belt. Two cracks to the back, and you can see these two measly, muzzling men, these two groveling men, gobbled up a plan in the back to jump. Yours truly, but it backfired as Miss Olympia was nice enough to lend me her belt. Miss Olympia and the blonde bombshell Angel. And that's why they call him the baddest man in Empire Pro Wrestling at the time, 1989, vintage from the past. It's yours truly, Rocky Raymond, coming at you. I hope you enjoyed this match from the archives of Empire Pro Wrestling, and we're going to come up with another big one momentarily. Get your grandmother off the phone, get your sister in the kitchen, making cookies, making popcorn. That's Frank and Kay from Kay and Frank's. Unbelievable. You remember Kay and Frank? In East of Boston, there he is. We're back Empire Pro Wrestling after that big one. Wow. I forgot about that one, 1989, when my nephew, if you will, turned on me. And he's Boston, that's right. A little bit of money takes you a long way. But we cracked his back. We got him back with Miss Olympia's weightlifting belt. In the ring right now, here's this Morris Frazier defending that light heavyweight title.
From Revere, Massachusetts, weighing 225 pounds, the Empire Junior Heavyweight Champion, Eric Frazier!
There he is, the young one. Irresistible Eric Frazier, as you know, went on in professional wrestling to become the NWA heavyweight champion, as well as the tag team champions for the local Mocal organization after leaving Empire Pro Wrestling, turning on his uncle after getting thrown out of Empire Pro Wrestling, robbing on to a lesser independent group. It's Irresistible Eric Frazier right back in the ring right here. It's 1989. Let's get back into the 89 mode as primetime Paul Zine gets cracked by the Irresistible One, Eric Frazier, now with a knife edge off the ropes now. There's that clothesline by the tall, lean Irresistible One. Oh, he's a big boy now. He must be about 290, 200. No, he's got to be tipping the scales now. He's a big boy now in the year 2002. As you see, he threw Mr. Primetime Paul Zine outside the ring like a lightning bolt. He's coming around now. There's that sneakiness, if you will, of the Irresistible One back in the day as he rams the head of Primetime Paul Zine down into that hard ring apron. Rolling him back into the ring now, it's the Irresistible One, Eric Frazier. He's coming on like a well-oiled machine as Primetime Paul Zine finds himself off balance and almost falling outside the ring. Charging in with the spear now is Primetime Paul Zine. Quick 2 count now as our referee, the enforcer, just a 2 count as a sloppy knife edge by the Primetime Paul Zine as Irresistible Eric Frazier. Oh, he's right into the camera there. Oh, he went into that corner buckle with the velocity of, he had to be going 60, 70 miles an hour. Irate now as Irresistible One turns on Primetime Paul Zine off the ropes now. And another sloppy move, sunset flip. I don't know where this man trained Primetime Paul Zine. I remember him at the school and going on and again wrestling for a lesser independent wrestling league. I guess he didn't learn much. He didn't learn much here at EPW. As you can see, he can't even do a suplex, hesitating. Luckily got Irresistible Eric Frazier over with a sloppy suplex. And this man Primetime Paul Zine, I don't know where he got his schooling. I know he showed up at the Killer Kowalski Institute of Pro Wrestling. Another forearm. I don't know where he's going with that. He got no kind of technique whatsoever. He got the Irresistible One in the corner now with a shoulder. As you can see, slowing down. He looks like he's in slow motion. Another eye rake by the more experienced of the two, Irresistible Eric Frazier. Don't forget, this is 1989 we're seeing here. How many people got tapes from 89? We got them right here in the archives of Empire Pro Wrestling. And another sloppy kick out by Primetime Paul Zine. Oh, give it up. He's got him in a side headlock. He doesn't even have any kind of offense whatsoever. I remember him training 2 or 3 times at the Rocky Raymond School of Pro Wrestling in Malden. Now the Killer Kowalski School and the Institute of Pro Wrestling. And I can tell you that he needs more schooling, this man, Primetime Paul Zine. By now, he must be retired. I remember he was a sub-making, cold cut cutter in Boston, making sandwiches, and I guess he might be back to his better-known profession because the wrestling, awful. A great physique, but you know what they say about those muscle-bound guys. Oh, there's the experience. Looks like he's disoriented, as you can see, the Arab-like looking man, Primetime Paul Zine. Looks like he's got some kind of camel on his boot or something. I don't know. Maybe he's related to another group known as the Al-Qaeda, maybe. I don't know. It could be. He got him in the corner right now. It's Irresistible Eric Frazier choking Primetime Paul Zion all the life out of him. He can't, he got no way of assaulting back. He has no comeback. His arms are down beside him. And it looks like Primetime Paul Zion trying to make a little bit of comeback. More important, pulling up his tights. As Irresistible Eric Frazier now, he can feel the inexperience now. He's setting him up now, off the rope now. It's Primetime Paul Zion. Oh, what was that? Another mistake. I can see 3 or 4 mistakes so far in this match. And Irresistible Eric Frazier setting him up now for the sidewalk slam now. Here we go, here we go. He's going up now. He's on that top rope now. This could be the performer. Oh, it's that big elbow. It's all over. He has defended the Junior Heavyweight Championship here in 1989. This has been the Battle in East Boston from DomSavio. I'm the voice of Empire Pro Wrestling, Rocky Raymond. Hope you enjoyed this great footage from the past. It was 1989. And there he goes, the irresistible one, Eric Frazier. Stay tuned for more great matches from the best of Empire Pro Wrestling. See you next time. So long from ringside.